This is your WW3 news of Saturday afternoon. Let's try to get some sense of this arky-balarky business in the Middle East, really. This excuse of looking for mass casualty weapons, they haven't used it in Iraq as well more than 20 years ago, and they found nothing. Even Scott Ritter said to Biden at that time, there is no mass weapons of destruction in that country. And obviously they went ahead. The Zionists in Tel Aviv, in Israel, are the ones always fueling these Middle Eastern wars. No one's in the middle. And obviously they're the ones who lobby American politics. They got the money and they call the shots. Money can buy anything. And obviously Trump has mesmerised the news of God knows what. Some type of trance, God knows what. And basically everyone in American society is against it. His top generals, even his political advisors, everyone, even the public as well. This war in Iraq will not bring to anything good. Boots on the ground. The idea capturing that refinery island for what? To have all your soldiers killed in next to no time. It's an absolute insanity. And deploying boots on the ground in Iran, it's another suicide mission as well. And like all wars which America got involved after the Second World War, they lost them all due to probably political pressure or so on, or other factors. They always lost these wars. Afghanistan, in the time of Biden, had to go with the tower between their legs. Very nice that was. That was about 3 years ago in August. They were planning that just to get out of Dodge City, but the Taliban said, "Can you fuck off, please, before time?" And they did. And let's talk of using nuclear weapons. Will it bring Iran to its knees? I don't think so. Mind you, there are other nuclear powers are observing, and this could spark off some type of nuclear war on a certain scale. And regarding about the Chinese and the Russians, well, for the time being, they're observing, obviously in some type of formal manner, that are aiding their allies because it's a part of BRICS. So there is some type of obligation in that way. Get involved directly if the situation requires, probably yes. And also I mentioned in the other video, they've been quiet, the Russians and Chinese, because they are observing and studying Americans, because it could be their turn to get back at the West. And I know perfectly well Iran cannot fall. If Iran falls, they'll be after Russia and then China, because mainly this war is to destroy this new type of alliance, BRICS, or whatever, who they are, because China is becoming a super economic and military power. And the West are scared shit about this. And obviously 30% of the oil of China comes from Iran, that neck of the woods. And this Hormuz Strait, the more it drags on, the more effect it will have on the world economy, inflation, and then to lead to a recession, and probably to economical collapse. This could cause, in time, civil unrest in the West, despite there are problems they got at home in many European countries. Illegal immigration out of control, which is used as some type of Trojan horse to destabilise the West in a certain way, like I mentioned in a video or two so ago. So what's going to happen next? Who knows? Just there's only one thing certain: it's going to get worse. Even if Trump says, "Nah, call it a day, let's fuck off," it will take months and weeks before things in that part of the world, for the dust to settle and then start returning back to business as usual. Drilling for oil, refine it and shipping it. Currently in that strait there's more than 3,200 ships of various types blocked there. If a war starts there between the West and the Iranians and the Chinese, and the Russians step in to defend their ships, this could be a thing that could spark off a full escalation, World War III, for example. And how far? Someone will start using a nuke. But the Israelis and Americans are so bent on the idea of starting a war. They need this war because obviously there's so much interest, very big interest behind these things.